Models made before 1971 are usually referred to as the T2A or Early Bay, and those made after 1972 are referred to as the T2B or Late Bay. The Volkswagen Camper was the first vehicle of its kind to provide a spacious and comfortable interior for people to travel in, even on lengthy journeys. The van design was a commercial success, and when combined with the French Citroën HY, the VW bus helped to establish the specific market. The Type 2, which is a third generation of the Volkswagen Transporter, was marketed under various nameplates all around the world, including Vanagon in North and South America, and in Europe, Microbus in South Africa, and Transporter or Caravelle in Europe. It is formally referred to as the Transporter, Combi, or Microbus, depending on the body type, as well as colloquially as the Bus in the US, Camper in the UK, or Bully in Germany. They are also known as T25 in England and Ireland. It was given the factory designation Type 2 and was initially developed from Volkswagen's first model, the Type 1 Beetle. The Volkswagen Type 2 T3 is a forward-control light commercial vehicle that was introduced in 1950 by the German automaker Volkswagen as its second car model. Moving on to the features of the Volkswagen Type 2 T3, it has a width of 5 foot 8 inches, an overall height of 6'4", and weighs about 2,310 pounds. It has a power of 37 to 82 kilowatts and a horsepower of 50 to 110 bhp, with an engine capacity of 1.6 to 2.1 liters. The wheelbase was 94.5 inches and the length was a reliable 14.5. The 16-inch wheels include a 1-inch longer wheelbase, larger wheel wells, stronger rear drive shafts, larger CVJ joints, larger brakes all around, and considerable body strengthening. However, the 14-inch wheels are marketed in the US. Following the T2, the T3 or the Type 25 featured engines that were initially air-cooled and then water-cooled. The manual 091 transmission was a 4-speed device with a thin aluminum alloy casing. In comparison to the manual, the 3-speed automatic has a top gear with 1.0 ratio. The T3 was offered with features such as power steering, air conditioning, power door locks, electrically operated and heated mirrors, illuminated vanity mirrors, and a light above the glove box. In contrast to the T2 that came before it, since its introduction in 1986, the anti-lock braking system has increased the level of safety when navigating. In contrast to the previous camper van, which had a split front glass, the Type 2 model had a whole one. It was also referred to as the bay window camper van because of the entire windows. A T3 has a weight distribution fore and aft that is almost exactly 50-50 as a result of where the engine is placed. The WBX6 is a 6-cylinder variant that Oettinger has designed. The engine is inspired by the Wasser Boxer engine and retains a lot of its components. As with all VW Boxer engines, the Wasser Boxer directly drives the camshaft through a large gear that makes direct contact with the camshaft and a tiny gear on the crankshaft. So there is no need to worry about a timing chain or belt. During some of the T25's production run, a 2.1-liter engine with fuel injection was available as an optional extra. The engine's oil-filling tube is hidden behind the flip-down license plate lid. On the other side, directly beneath and below the passenger side door, the majority of early vans had a twist-on-off gas cap. A locking cap wasn't required. Spoilers are present on the front bumper or trunk lid. Modern front and rear optics had been introduced. Threshold and tuning options are present for radiator grills. New sets of aerodynamic body kits were also introduced. In addition to the extras that are already on display, the Volkswagen Transporter T3 model is also in demand for full or partial painting, installation of wheel arches, extensions, body airbrushing, installation of larger rims, new door handles that are under the classics, and tinting. The suspension of the car, as well as many components of the engine system, are frequently exposed to modernization. The American Army and Air Force in Germany employed T3s as administrative, non-tactical vehicles during the 1980s. The vehicle was identified as a light truck commercial when used for military purposes. The Vanagon L had cloth seats, more premium interior panels, and an optional dashboard blower, while the US-specific Vanagon model variations had vinyl seats and a sparse interior. The Wolfsburg Edition weekend automobiles had a table that could be folded down when not in use, and 2 rear-facing seats in place of a center bench seat behind the front seats. Multivan models had an interior with backward-facing seats and Wolfsburg Edition decor. Vehicles equipped with Volkswagen Wolfsburg Edition and camper vans came from the Westphalia factory. The latter models of the 2WD Caravels, which were regarded as the best multi-seat 911 taxis then offered on the SA market, had 2.6-cylinder engines, deeper back windows, large ventilated disc brakes, much larger in fact, and many other changes. Production of the two-wheel drive Caravels continued until 2002. The most expensive Westphalia campers were Wolfsburg Edition models, which came equipped with every option. From 1985 until 1992, Steyr Daimler-Puch Works in Graz, Austria, fitted the four-wheel drive system to the models of the Synchros line, which were produced in small quantities. It has a 48 to 52 front-rear weight distribution and a short wheelbase for the 1990 to 91 model years. A carrot trim level was offered in addition to the camper variants. While most European variants included front and rear pneumatically actuated differential locks, most US spec vehicles did not. Porsche, which was known throughout the globe, has produced a limited edition version with the name B32. The van's 3.2-liter Carrera engine was designed to aid Porsche's 959's participation in the Paris-Dakar race. The T3 was manufactured in South Africa up until June 2002, when Volkswagen SA was forced to stop due to economies of scale as component supply started to become a problem. The South African T3s after 1991 received a facelift that included updated vacuum-powered ventilation controls operated by round knobs rather than slide levers, modified front door sheet metal, larger side windows behind the B pillars, different rear grills in the D pillars, a fully padded dashboard with a smaller glove box, and a grille and headlight combination that was unique globally. The 5-cylinder T3s were first released in 1991 with a 2.5-liter fuel-injected engine, but this was later replaced in 1995 with a 2.6-liter unit with an improved fuel injection system, a 5-speed transmission, and 2 types of 15-inch alloy wheels as standard, rain or starburst, as well as larger ventilated front disc brakes. A simple bus with a 1.8 carburetor inline 4 inclined engine was also available. The 1.8 carb motor, which was developed from the Golf, was installed in the bus as an inline 4 diesel in a T3. It was known as the Volksy bus and was a simple bus with 15-inch steel wheels, a single round headlight, steel wrap-around bumpers, and no pass in air conditioning. At the conclusion of manufacturing, a top-of-the-line Caravelle 2.6i model known as the Exclusive included Carrot 2 alloy wheels, a fridge, and a folding table in the back rather than the center bench seat. The Active was a microbus 2.6i with similar specs and rain alloy wheels. An Audi 5-cylinder engine was used in versions manufactured in South Africa between 1990 and 2002. Unfortunately, after returning from an exhibition in Cape Town, this automobile was written off in a transporter rollover accident in November 2006. Are you guys still there? So what do you think of this amazing making? This is something which is going to be a series of automobiles which would make a lot of impact in the future world. So if you got something interesting from facts of this video, leave a like and share it with your friends and family. And also do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more such amazing information. Also, tap on the bell icon so you get notified in the future. And we'll see you in the next video with some other amazing content.